Can I cure my insulin resistance, which is the root of obesity? Can I really reverse my diabetes? I do believe that I can. When I started this weight loss journey, my goal was to reverse my insulin resistance. I had seen a young lady, and this was her goal. And she lost weight, she exercised daily, and she ate right, and she reversed her insulin resistance. She reversed her pre-diabetes. What are some of the symptoms of diabetes, and how do you know if you have diabetes? Some of the first things that you will notice as symptoms of diabetes are you're going to be tired right after you have your meal. Also, if you look down, you're going to see belly fat. You're not going to be able to see the floor. So if you have belly fat, know that you have insulin resistance. Also, you're going to have lots of anxiety, very anxious. You'll also tire very easily after your activities or even before your activities. You'll always feel tired after eating. After eating also, then you will start having cravings. I had pre-diabetes, but I cured my pre-diabetes by eating keto, fasting, and exercise. I wasn't satisfied after my meals, and I craved more food. It helped that I ate leafy green vegetables and cruciferous vegetables, such as spinach, kale, cauliflower, bok choy. These were all good choices that I had as to the type of vegetables that I ate. I ate Brussels sprouts. They're also a good vegetable to add in for eating. Also, I ate garlic and I ate peppers. All three of the colors of peppers. I ate red peppers, yellow peppers, and the green peppers. I added in some onions. I started to eat good fats. I chose to do the ketogenic diet because I liked the different meals that I would have available to me. As far as healthy fats that I chose salmon and different foods to my liking. How did I know I had insulin resistance? Insulin resistance works in that insulin does not go into the cell as it should. Your cells resist insulin, and sugar stores as fat. You start to feel tired and get hungry, and you start eating, and as you eat, the insulin builds up. When you're eating bad carbs anyway, you're going to make more insulin, and as that insulin is produced, it's going to build up because your cells are resisting the insulin. And this continues on and on. It's a vicious cycle. Your cells resist insulin, so your body stores it as fat. One thing that you want to be mindful of is movement, and you want to always be mindful of what you are eating. Start today by eating good, healthy foods. Start today by eating good, healthy fats. You can Google or go to a website if you're interested in keto. Go to a website about the ketogenic diet and learn how it interacts with insulin resistance. Learn what type of vitamins and minerals that you're going to be getting if you are following this type of diet regimen. Insulin resistance is caused by too much sugar in the blood. This is called diabetes mellitus, and it has many diabetes risks. Exercise is one of the major things that you can do to combat diabetes mellitus. exercise is so very, very important, and controlling your carbohydrate intake. You want to make sure that you're keeping your carbohydrate intake very, very low. What are some of the different signs of diabetes? You're going to have unexplained weight loss, extreme hunger, you're going to have a lot of fatigue and tiredness. You're going to be extremely thirsty, and you're going to be also urinating a lot. Become tired very easily. You have blurred vision, slow healing cuts. Diabetes, you need to know the symptoms. Blurry vision, always hungry, vaginal infections, sexual problems, sudden weight loss, wounds that won't heal, always thirsty, always tired, frequent urination, numbness or tingling in your hands or your feet, your extremities. Diabetes affects your eyes. Diabetes causes neuropathy, hypoglycemia, hyperglycemia, causes sleeplessness, nervousness. All of this is caused by sugar. You have to control your intake of sugar in order to control diabetes mellitus, diabetes type 1 and diabetes type 2. You have to control your sugar. Very, very important. Controlling your sugar. Eating food and making insulin. And this insulin tries to get into your cells, where your cells resist the insulin, and this sugar builds up and it's stored as fat. You start feeling tired and hungry again, so you start that vicious cycle again of eating food. And this is going to make more insulin. Your cells are going to resist more. And you're going to have a buildup of sugar that's going to turn and store as fat. And this continues and continues as a vicious cycle. And this leaves people very, very sick. Very sick. You don't want to eat too many carbs. You don't want your blood sugars to rise. You must remember that hunger, fatigue, you store fat, you eat too many carbs. This is what insulin resistance does. Your blood sugars rise up. More insulin is released, which causes you to eat more. You have to get out of that vicious cycle. You don't want to store more fat. You want to stop eating as much food. And when your sugar is low, you have lethargy. Your cells don't act like they're supposed to when you have insulin resistance. Your insulin receptors don't operate as they're supposed to when you have insulin resistance. Insulin does not unlock your cells so that the glucose can flow in there freely. It just causes insulin resistance, which causes your body to store sugar as fat. I know I keep saying this, but I want to make sure that you understand, because you feel tired, you feel hungry, and you get hangry. That's what I call it. And you start eating and eating, and you're eating bad carbs. If your insulin was working correctly, then the key would fit properly. The cell would open properly. And your insulin functions will flow as they should. because of insulin resistance, a lot of people end up having strokes, they end up in wheelchairs, they end up on a lot of medications. But you can do something about insulin resistance. Learn what you can do about insulin resistance. Avoid a lot of carbohydrates. Avoid drinking a lot of soda. Exercise. And you will have some good results as far as correcting your insulin resistance. This is Keto Granny saying thanks for joining me, and let's help each other on this fight to getting healthier, because we can do it.